Namaste. Think and grow rich with sex energy. Think and Grow Rich is a very famous, very well-known book by Napoleon Hill. Who doesn't know him? He has a whole chapter dedicated to the concept of the power of sex. It has an entire chapter called The Mystery of Sex Transmutation. That means using the energy of sex or the sexual energy to transmute it into something that will help you gain wealth, grow wealth, achieve great wealth, and so on. I'm going to read an extract from the book here, just so you understand. Despite the fact that men are polygamous, that means they want more than one partner, by the very nature of their biological inheritance, it is true that no woman has as great an influence on a man as his wife. Now, that means no matter how many partners, etc., it's his wife who has the greatest influence on him. Unless he is married to a woman totally unsuited to his nature. That means something else. If a woman permits her husband to lose interest in her and become more interested in other women, it is usually because of her ignorance or indifference towards the subjects of sex, love, and romance. This statement presupposes, of course, that genuine love once existed between a man and his wife. The facts are equally applicable to a man who permits his wife's interest in him to die. So both are responsible. Both have to make sure that their spouse maintains an interest in them. Married people often bicker over a multitude of trivialities. If these are analyzed accurately, the real cause of the trouble will often be found to be indifference or ignorance on these subjects of love, sex, etc. Man's greatest motivating force is his desire to please woman, his wife. The hunter who excelled during prehistoric days, before the dawn of civilization, did so because of his desire to appear great in the eyes of woman. Man's nature has not changed in this respect. The hunter of today brings home no skins of wild animals, but he indicates his desire for her for a favor by supplying fine clothes, motor cars, and wealth. Man has the same desire to please woman that he had before the dawn of civilization. The only thing that has changed is his method of pleasing. Men who accumulate large fortunes and attain to great heights of power and fame do so mainly to satisfy their desire to please women, and so on and so forth. He goes on. So the main ideas that I would like to share with you here is the reason that men want to please women is because of the inherent desire in him, and ideally this role should be played by the woman or played for the woman that he calls his wife. But if the woman allows her man to lose interest in him and he starts going here and there, then chances are he'll fritter his fortune away. So this is one part of the story. Second part of the story is, in today's world, by the age of 20, 25, even as young as that, because of excessive masturbation, pornography, etc., many people lose their sexual energy. It becomes depleted, diminished, gone. I've had young boys as young as 20, 25 years old coming to me asking me to teach them techniques that I share, breathwork, etc., with which to regain their energy and so on. What about the elders? What about those who've been married for X number of years, etc.? And as a woman's energy depletes or slows down or disappears, so does a man's interest. His own energy maybe. But to a man that is very important. So we'll come to that in another video. We'll cover that in another video. But for now, understand this. It is responsibility of both the man and the woman to rebuild their sexual energy, and it can be done easily through breath work, and we share techniques for that. So instead of falling, falling prey to your lethargy, disinterest, etc., and then losing that immense power that you have because you've allowed your sexual energy to deplete, you can get it back. You can get it back simply by working on with your breath. And connect with me. I'll show you how within a few weeks you can get back that sexual energy. You'll be aroused. In fact, there will be times when you feel that you've been aroused. You can stay aroused for long periods of time. And that's a wonderful thing. Because you have that energy, you transmute that energy. You channel that energy up so that the same energy is not wasted for a few minutes pleasure, but it's available for you to do great things with, for your creativity, and so on. So think and grow rich with sexual energy. Namaste.